Okay, so what have you done to prepare for the games?
Well, I haven't had ice cream in about 4 days, so I'm trying to cut down on my ice cream intake to get me more in shape for this lovely event. And I've been stretching a little bit. I jogged around. I've been given some piggyback rides, so that's some strenuous, hard work, but that's about all I've been doing.
All right. What are some rituals that you have before you compete in your games?
I do a nice little hop. I go stretch the legs a little, and then I shake them out, and then I just kind of get my head in the game. I focus, and then I do a little prayer just to get me in the offered up.
All right. And what advice do you have to give to the kids?
Work your hardest, do what you can, and push yourself, but don't hurt yourself.
So what have you done to prepare for this?
I've been training years for this. This is my 12th year of training. I started training when I was about 7 years old. I lift weights all the time. I don't go to school. I just lift weights. I just constantly lift weights. And then when I'm done with that, I eat really healthy. I eat all organic. Sometimes I do some CrossFit, and then sometimes I do some plyometrics. And then sometimes after that I go to yoga, and then sometimes after that I go to Pilates, and then sometimes after that I go swimming, and then sometimes after that I ride my bike. And yeah, I've done Ironmans. I do like one Ironman every week. Yeah, so pretty much this is gonna be so easy for me. I am ready for my team to just dominate.
Do you have any pre-game rituals?
Yes, it takes me about a month to prepare for my race. I eat really, really healthy. I don't go in hot tubs because they're gross and they like loosen my muscles up way too much. I go to bed. I get 8 hours of sleep every night. And then when I get to the race, I just get to the mental state, and then I compete and I win.
And do you have any advice?
Win.
Anything else?
Just win. Go for the gold. So what have you done to prepare for this competition?
Oh, all kinds of things. I've been working out for months and months. I make sure the haircut's fresh because I want to be streamlined and fast. The nails are trimmed, the toenails are, done, because appearance counts, of course, wherever you go. And then I exercise a lot. I do my stretches, and I carbo load. Yeah, ice cream, bread's excellent. Bread's from the earth. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. Can't be anything wrong with that. Those are the main things.
All right. And do you have any competition rituals?
Oh. Probably. Yeah.
Probably? All right. And any advice you have for the kids?
Oh yeah. Make sure your nails are trimmed, your haircut's fresh, and you've eaten all the ice cream you can. You gotta fuel the engine. You remember that? You gotta fuel the engine if you're gonna compete.
Awesome. So what have you done to prepare for the games?
I've watched 15 hours of Tybo tapes every day for 2 months.
Anything else?
Yeah. I eat chips, and I eat dip because that's dairy product. Dairy's good for you. I eat cheese. I eat pretzels. I eat mostly snack food because carrots don't do much for me.
Okay. All right. And what are some competition rituals you have?
Oh, competition rituals: sleep. If I'm not watching Tybo, I sleep. Sometimes I fall asleep watching Tybo. So I get all kinds of rest, and the Tybo, even though I'm not watching it and I'm sleeping, I'm sure that I'm getting physically fit as the Tybo guy, whatever his name is, Mr. Tybo, I think is what it is, because he demands respect because he does Tybo. He's talking to me while I'm sleeping, and I'm ready.
Awesome. And any advice you have for the kids?
Watch Tybo.
4, 5, 6, 27, 28.
Go ahead. Jumping jacks. All right. Go ahead.
Hi, Father Steve Matea here, Associate Pastor of Our Lady of Good Counsel. Wishing all of you junior high kids a wonderful summer and a blessed time here on this this bonding experience in the summer youth program that we're offering. So, you know, what do I do to get ready for working out and preparing and all that? You know, I try to work out every single day. We have an elliptical in the house, so I ride the elliptical. But I love team sports. It's really hard for me to go jogging or running by myself, so I love to just to play basketball and to toss the football around or whatnot. But I've been playing a lot of basketball this summer. Any other questions?
Yes. What are some of your rituals before you compete?
Yeah. My rituals before I compete. Well, I typically try to make sure that I'm playing basketball with like-minded people or hanging out with like-minded people. So brothers and sisters who know Jesus and who are not going to be rude or take advantage of me on the court. So we always pray beforehand. And we ask Jesus to be with us in the intercession of St. Christopher, who's the patron saint of athletes and sports. Ask him to thank us, to thank our bodies, thank Jesus for our bodies as we involve our athletics.
All right. Any advice you have to give these kids before they compete and let the games begin?
Yeah, the advice that I'd give to everyone is St. Paul gives us advice in the scriptures. He says that to the effect, he says, we have to run the race and finish well. And the race that we're running isn't just like, you know, the Olympic race, or isn't just to try to win a basketball game or to win the hockey game or soccer. The race that we're ultimately trying to win is the race for our salvation. And St. Paul says that we who compete, we don't compete for the crown of roses that they place on the Olympians' heads. We don't compete for that crown because that crown will wither and die. We compete for the crown of glory and eternal paradise. So the advice above all else that I have to give is utilize your talents, your bodies, and your skills to glorify God. Because as we go out and we compete, we give Jesus glory. And though basketball and math and reading and all that won't win us eternal salvation, only our love for him, but he's given us these talents to give back to him for glory. So glorify Jesus in your talents and your athleticism, give it all to him, and win the imperishable crown of eternal glory. God bless you all.